Hello everyone, and welcome to my Update US Gossip channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Fans of Sister Wives criticize Meri Brown's harsh new look. Sister Wives star Meri Brown has been living her best life since her separation from Kody. Season 19 documented her departure from the family, including her release from their church, which is the equivalent of divorce. Meri and Kody had an emotional final moment, but Meri has already made up her mind to leave him for good. Meri has been documenting her new life ever since with cameras. However, Kody's former first wife is being criticized by fans for her obsession with dark-colored skin. Read on to learn why. Sister Wives, what happened in the season finale? On February 2, 2025, the 20th episode of the most recent season of Sister Wives marked the show's conclusion. The episode featured Janelle, Christine, and David embarking on a road trip to South Carolina, where Janelle was planning to move. Janelle has had a wonderful time in Flagstaff, but she thinks it's time to move on. Kody was not informed of her decision to permanently relocate until one of their children told him. But Janelle said that even though she had invested so much in Robyn's house, she felt left out of Kody's life. Meri said that she has been on several dates, which suggests that she has already left Kody. She was hopeful to find a new partner who would help her figure out the future of her B&B business in Utah. Fans call out Meri's dark-colored skin. The fact that Meri Brown is now in a happy place makes a lot of fans happy. However, some people on social media are calling her out for her obsession with having darker-colored skin. According to the poster, the Sister Wives star appears to be in love with tanning too much, adding that it's starting to look outrageous. The OP added that it doesn't look normal and that Meri should take it easy when it comes to making changes about herself. Others were in agreement and mentioned that she and Kody had done it together. Additionally, a number of commenters stated that Meri would look better with long hair and tanned skin. Sister Wives, Meri Brown's relationship status today. Amos Andrews, Meri Brown's ex-boyfriend, and Meri Brown made their relationship public last year. Later, the Sister Wives star said that they called it quits because they didn't see the future in the same way. Meri has kept her relationship status a secret ever since. However, she recently uploaded a silly clip of herself sitting on a tractor, joking about the words she would say to her ideal man. As a result, there were rumors that Meri might be eager to find a new partner and open to dating once more. Meri Brown's recent, unfiltered remarks have sent shockwaves through the Sister Wives community, as she finally breaks her long silence on what she describes as Janelle's backstabbing behavior. A revelation that not only confirms what many longtime fans have suspected for years but also lays bare the deep emotional scars left by an intricate web of betrayals within the Brown family. In an exclusive interview that has quickly become the talk of social media, Meri detailed her perspective on a series of events that, in her eyes, illustrate a pattern of behavior from Janelle that goes far beyond mere disagreement or rivalry. According to Meri, the backstabbing wasn't a single isolated incident but a culmination of years of subtle, insidious actions that gradually eroded the trust and mutual respect that once defined their relationship. She recalled specific moments when Janelle, instead of standing together with her as family, chose to act in ways that undercut her efforts, actions that ranged from covertly undermining her opinions during critical family decisions to siding with external influences that benefited Janelle at Meri's expense. These actions, Meri explained, were not just differences of opinion, they were deliberate moves designed to elevate Janelle's own standing while marginalizing those who had long been part of the original family unit. Meri's account paints a vivid picture of a relationship that was once marked by camaraderie and mutual support, gradually transforming into a battleground where loyalty was sacrificed for personal gain. She described how, in the early seasons of Sister Wives, the Sister Wives, despite their inevitable differences, had forged bonds based on shared experiences and common struggles within a highly scrutinized lifestyle. Over time, however, tensions began to mount, fueled by the pressures of managing a complex family structure under the relentless eye of reality TV cameras, and the dynamics shifted. Meri asserted that Janelle's actions, whether overt or subtle, were driven by a desire to secure favor with Kody and to assert dominance in a household where every move is loaded with symbolic meaning. For instance, Meri recalled moments during family meetings when Janelle would dismiss her suggestions outright or make snide remarks that were passed off as jokes, yet carried a sting that left Meri feeling isolated and devalued. These patterns, she argued, were emblematic of a larger issue, a system in which the pursuit of power and validation often meant that no one was truly on the same side. This stark admission has resonated powerfully with fans who have long been frustrated by what they see as a skewed portrayal of family dynamics on Sister Wives. Many viewers have taken to Twitter, Reddit, and various fan forums to express their support for Meri's candidness, with hashtags like #MeriSpeaksTruth and #BackstabNoMore trending in the wake of her interview. They point out that her willingness to expose the internal betrayals challenges the sanitized narrative that has often been constructed by the show's producers, a narrative that, until now, largely focused on the outward glamour and dramatic spectacle rather than the painful undercurrents running through the family. For these fans, Meri's revelations about Janelle's backstabbing are not only vindicating but also a necessary wake-up call, urging the entire family to confront issues that have been allowed to fester for too long. Critics of Janelle argue that her behavior is a classic example of how power dynamics within polygamous households can corrode trust and breed competition. According to Meri, the backstabbing wasn't driven by a single moment of malice but by a gradual shift, a series of choices where Janelle repeatedly put her own interests ahead of the collective good. This, Meri claims, was evident in instances where Janelle would align herself with external parties, including media narratives and even certain financial decisions, that ultimately undermined the solidarity that once held the original family together. Meri's description of these events is unflinching. She recalls times when she felt abandoned during crucial moments, when her voice was drowned out by Janelle's insistence on being the one who set the agenda. "I felt like I was constantly being left out, as if my opinions didn't matter," Meri confided. "It wasn't about a single disagreement, it was a pattern, a series of actions that cumulatively made me feel betrayed by someone I once considered a sister." For fans who have observed the ebb and flow of relationships on the show, this narrative of betrayal strikes a chord. It speaks to the inherent challenges of maintaining loyalty and trust in an environment where every action is amplified and personal histories are played out in front of a global audience. The emotional weight of Meri's statements is further compounded by the broader context of the Brown family's public life. Sister Wives is more than just a reality TV show, it is a chronicling of lives lived under extraordinary pressure, where every personal misstep becomes public fodder and every family conflict is dissected by millions. Within this environment, the bonds between the sister wives are both a source of strength and a potential fault line. Meri's breakthrough, in which she openly accuses Janelle of backstabbing, is significant because it challenges the long-held myth of unwavering sisterhood that the show has often tried to project. In reality, as Meri's account reveals, the relationships within the Brown family are far more complex, marked by rivalries, power struggles, and, at times, outright betrayal. For fans, this admission is a double-edged sword. While it is painful to see such fractures within what was once perceived as a unified front, it also offers a more honest depiction of the realities of polygamous life, where individual ambitions and insecurities can lead to destructive behavior. Moreover, Meri's forthrightness in discussing these issues has sparked a broader debate about accountability and responsibility within the family. Many viewers are now questioning why, in a system that demands absolute loyalty and self-sacrifice, someone like Janelle would consistently choose self-interest over collective well-being. They argue that while all the wives have their own flaws, the pattern of backstabbing and exclusion described by Meri is particularly damaging because it undermines the very notion of familial unity that Sister Wives was once thought to champion. For Meri, speaking out is as much an act of self-preservation as it is a call for accountability, a demand that the family, and the public, confront the uncomfortable truths behind the carefully edited narratives presented on screen. The timing of Meri's revelations is also critical. With recent seasons of Sister Wives showing increasingly dramatic shifts in family dynamics, ranging from contentious property disputes to emotional breakdowns and public confrontations, Meri's decision to break her silence is seen by many as a turning point. It marks the moment when the long-suppressed grievances are finally brought to light, forcing both the family and its viewers to grapple with the deep-seated issues that have long festered beneath the surface. In interviews, Meri stressed that her intent was not to vilify Janelle or to incite further conflict, but rather to reclaim her own narrative and demand that the truth be acknowledged. "I'm not doing this for the cameras," she explained. "I'm doing it because I need people to understand what it feels like to be betrayed by someone you once trusted." This raw admission has resonated with many who see her struggle as emblematic of a larger issue: the difficulty of maintaining genuine human connections in an environment dominated by the pressures of public image and the relentless pursuit of personal ambition. In reaction to her disclosure, fans have been vocal in their support and, in some cases, their anger. Social media platforms have become echo chambers for expressions of solidarity with Meri, with many viewers praising her courage for speaking out despite the potential backlash from a community that has, for years, been divided on the issue of loyalty. Hashtags such as #MeriSpeaks and #TruthAboutJanelle have trended, as fans call for a more nuanced discussion about the emotional cost of maintaining a family unit under such extreme conditions. Some viewers have even shared personal anecdotes, comparing their own experiences of betrayal and exclusion to Meri's story, and expressing hope that her revelations might spark long overdue healing within the Brown family. Critics, however, caution that while Meri's account is powerful, it represents only one perspective in a deeply complex web of relationships. They point out that Janelle, like all members of the family, has her own side to the story, one that may be equally filled with pain and rationalizations. Some suggest that what Meri describes as backstabbing could also be interpreted as defensive maneuvers in a high-stakes environment where every word and action is laden with meaning. Yet, for many, the consistency and clarity of Meri's narrative make it difficult to dismiss her claims as mere personal bias. Instead, her testimony is seen as a necessary counterbalance to a narrative that has too often celebrated the most dramatic and sensational aspects of the Brown family story, at the expense of acknowledging the deep emotional wounds that have been inflicted over time. Ultimately, the impact of Meri Brown's decision to break her silence about Janelle's alleged backstabbing is multifaceted. On one level, it serves as a cathartic release for a woman who has long borne the burden of betrayal in a family defined by its constant internal power struggles. On another level, it challenges the public, and the family itself, to confront the harsh realities behind the glossy, often misleading narratives of reality TV. Meri's raw, unfiltered account forces viewers to question the sustainability of a system where trust is repeatedly broken and where loyalty is commodified for the sake of maintaining an image. It is a call for accountability, for an honest examination of the costs, both emotional and practical, of living a life in the relentless spotlight. As Sister Wives moves into its next season, the ramifications of Meri's revelations are likely to be felt deeply. The disclosure not only casts new light on the long-standing tensions between the sister wives but also sets the stage for potential shifts in the family dynamic that could, for better or worse, alter the course of the Brown family saga. Whether this moment will catalyze genuine reconciliation or lead to further entrenchment of old grievances remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Meri Brown's courageous decision to speak out has ignited a conversation that cannot be easily silenced. For fans and critics alike, it is a stark reminder that beneath the surface of reality TV's manufactured drama lie real people with real emotions, and that sometimes, the truth is far more painful, and far more necessary, than any carefully edited storyline could ever convey.